Hello everybody, welcome inside this Shelby TV Sports Special, the first of two of today's doubleheader here at Utica High School. The Utica Chieftains take on the Ford Falcons in this girls matchup, and it's a matchup of two good teams here in the MAC White, actually the first two teams in the standings. Ford comes in at 7-1 overall, 2-0 in the MAC White, and Utica is in at 4-1, 2-0 also, not lost in divisional play. Ford has some eye-popping numbers on offense, 54.3 points per game, where their defense averages just under 40 points, whereas Utica is only averaging 35.5 points per game and averaging on D about the same. So this should be a real good matchup. Both teams like to run on offense, while look for that man-to-man press on defense from the Chieftains, and Utica likes to score, Ford likes to score a lot from their defense, and that's why they have some eye-popping numbers there, as the Chieftains will control the tip. It's Sahoski with it there. And it's jumped in the lane by number 12 from, we got a little over the back there on Utica. That ball will go to Ford. Seeing fair to inbound for the Falcons. She does so, gets the ball back. Good ball movement here early from the Falcons. Back up top. Active D there. Good hands from Brooke Camille on defense for the Chieftains. Ford will get the ball to inbound, 7:31 to go in a scoreless first quarter here from Utica High School. And the pass is airmailed. Intended for Isabel Holton. Utica will get the ball and bring it up. It's Sahoski in her own end. Tosses it outside. Utica, little trouble having it there. It's Hardigan and double teamed. Gets it back outside. Down low to Knowles. Knowles looking for the power move, and that's just a little off, and they're going to say it is going back the other way. Ford will control. Vervac gets it back up top where Schwartz has it there. Back to Vervac as they move the ball well outside of the arc. Jumped in. Good active hands defensively, and they're going to say it goes off of Ford. So we're going to take a look at that power move again. And they're going to say that was just a little off the mark off the backboard there. And now Utica will get another crack at it. Sahoski brings it across the timeline. Good spin move there. Drops it outside. It's Hardigan. Picks up her dribble, gets it back to Sahoski. A three-ball opportunity by Camille off the mark. Down low for Lavelle. She's swatted cleanly. Gets their own rebound back. Down low to Monet Knowles. Spinning and passing to nobody. That's going to go back the Falcons' way. They'll fly back up the court the other way. Seeing fair inbounds for Ford. Good give and go. Not much offense thus far in this game. 2 minutes in now, no score between the Chieftains and the Falcons here at Utica High School. The first of two games. Boys will follow this one. Same teams. Down low, off the glass, and in by Megan Vervac. Ford takes an early 2-0 lead here in this one, and Sahoski will bring it up. A little bit of pressure from the Falcons, but not much. Across the timeline. Good move to Hardigan, down low to Knowles. Knowles Across the court. Long two from Lavelle. Off the mark. Rebound by Camille. Back to Lavelle. Power move. Back to Camille. Long two again. That one is good. Brooke Camille for the Chieftains ties this one up. 5:25 to go in the opening quarter. Good press here from the Chieftains. Ford gets out of it, though, well. Schwartz turns that ball over. It's a 2-on-1 the other way for the Chieftains. It's Lavelle losing it. Can she save it? No, she steps on the line, and that's going to go back the other way for Ford. Nearly 3 minutes have gone by in this one, and not much offense. We're going to take another gander at that one as Lavelle just kind of loses it off the old finger, tries to save it, and it's going back towards the old water. Inbound for Ford. They're facing the man-to-man press that Coach McDonald talked about as we talked before this one. And they couldn't handle that tough defense. The Falcons turn this one over. We got a quick substitution here from the Chieftains. Hardigan coming out, being replaced by Kaylee Ebling. And Utica will take over in their own end. Ford bringing a little bit of pressure. A soft press there. As it is Emily Sahaski with it, gets it over to Ebling. Turns it over, loose ball on the floor, and Ford's going to pick it up and turn it over. It's Emily Sahaski to Lavelle. Buries it off the back iron and in. 4-2 Chieftains take the lead here with 4.5 in the opening quarter left. Looks like we got a reach. It appears we do. The foul's on Lindsay Lavelle reaching in, and Ford will just re-inbound. That'll be the first foul of this one. So we're going to see that loose ball here earlier that led to the bucket. And it looks like there's some grabbing and things going on there, but it didn't matter. It resulted in 2 points from the Chieftains, and there's a turnover by the Falcons off the knee. Chieftains are going to get the ball back here. And another substitution. Monet Knowles coming out. Rachel Whitehead checks in. She's a freshman checking into this game. Big game for her, big game for the teams. Lavelle takes it, charging, opening. She's got all 6 points in this one for the Chieftains. 6-2. Chieftains lead it. Ford brings it up. Down low, stolen by the freshman Whitehead, who just checked into the game. And she's going to break the press nicely. And Utica's got numbers. They're going to slow it down now across the timeline. Sahaski to Camille for three. Good! 9-2, and we got a timeout called by the Falcons as they're going to need that one. 9 unanswered points scored by the Chieftains. We're going to take a look at this last three ball. She had absolutely all day to let go, and she said nothing but net there. 9-2 with 3:42 left to play in the first quarter. Timeout was desperately needed by the Falcons, and Coach Joseph talking it over with his girls, and they're going to have to right the ship just a little bit, although still early, only a 7-point game. Coach McDonald has to like what he sees, but he's got to keep it tight here as his girls are playing well. They're rotating in freshmen, underclassmen, and everybody is putting a hand on deck here in this one as you're going to see the score 9-2 early on in this one, 3:42 left to play as the coaches try to right the ships and keep the ships sailing if they're the Utica Chieftains in this game. Be interesting to see how Ford responds coming out of this timeout, as it's always one thing for teams who are in control to come out of a timeout, whereas teams who call the timeout looking for some answers and a little bit of momentum shifting. Just to see how both teams come out early in this one is really a tough matchup for both teams coming into this one. Ford will inbound the ball. 3:42 to go in the opening quarter. 9-2 lead for the home team. That's the Lady Chieftains. Inbounded. Trying to do it herself. Looks like some legs get tied up there as that was Schwartz going down. She was tripped up by number 11. That's Brooke Camille who gets the foul. And Ford will inbound on the far sideline. We're going to see it here. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Well, you know, you got to blow the whistle every once in a while, and I think that's one right there that they did that. Ford just loses that one clean. That's Whitehead stripping it. I think she just reached in. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball on that one. As there were some active hands there by Julia Cianfera, able to try to get it back after she was stripped by Whitehead. And Ford has the possession arrow. They will re-inbound, trailing by 7. And another jump ball. This one will go the other way. As number 12, Nikki Sorgi, was going up for the layup, and the D just said, no, we're going to grab this ball, and we're going to take it the other way. Lavelle looks to inbound. Took a while, but got it in to Sahoski. And Sahoski facing a soft press. Switches court a little bit, takes it over the timeline. Double covered and stripped, but recovered. Good ball movement here by the Chieftains, and there is number 22, Kaylee Ebling. Buries it, and they take a 9-point lead, 11-2 with 3:08 to go. This game's been all Chieftains thus far. Schwartz pass too hot to handle for Verbeck. And that's hard off the end wall and going the other way as Monet Knowles checks back in.
10 for the Chieftains and number 5 running in for the Falcons. Princess Smith, number 5 for the Falcons. And Lindsay Michael, as well as Monet Knowles back in.
Lavelle gets it back to Sahoski. She's just going to get it over the timeline into some double coverage there, but doesn't matter. Ebling's going to dribble around it and put up the shot off back iron. No good. And now there's a 2-on-1 the other way for the Falcons. This one is off the glass and in by Julia Cianfera. Gets him back into it here. 11-4. Ford trails Utica with 2:30 to go in the opening quarter. And there's a turnover by the Chieftains. It's getting a little sloppy with the ball. Schwartz over to Nikki Sorgi off the window and in. It's 11-6 Ford. Now with a 4-0 run here. Utica just trying to slow it down, although they are going to have to get it over the timeline. They do, and there's a good box out there by Ebling to keep it. Almost loses it in the corner. Gets it back to the point guard, Sahoski. She's facing pressure here by Cianfera. Finds the open woman there, and that is 11. Lavelle off the rim, no good. Monet Knowles on the offensive rebound, gets it again, and then she's stripped the other way, and we got a breakaway going the other way for Schwartz. And she lays it up and in, and it's 11-8, and that will result in a Utica Chieftain timeout called by head coach Tom McDonald. He wants to talk it over with his ladies, as there's a little bit of lapse in coverage coming off of the rebound there, leading to the easy bucket by Schwartz, and now it's just a 3-point game, 11-8 with 1:50 to go in the opening quarter. Again, it will be interesting to see how these teams respond. As we saw coming out of the last timeout, it was Ford taking the advantage out of the timeout. Now Utica calling the timeout, so we'll see if they can kind of rebound and kind of put this game a little bit further away. It is a close one here. Just 3 points separate these teams here, although very early, 1:50 to go in the opening quarter here from Utica High School. As we see some of the gentlemen that will be playing later waiting probably pretty excitedly as two teams looking for some wins. We'll play later, and there's a turnover the other way. Ford off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound coming up with air, and just that ball was just ripped out of her hands. I think is that a foul on Ford? Over the back, yes it was. Over the back on Ashley Alszewski.
Picking up her first, team first. Brooke Camille back in for the Chieftains, number 11.
So Utica will get the ball, inbounded by Lavelle. Sahoski will try to bring it. Down low to Knowles. Power move up and in, and it's 13-8. Monet Knowles with a good power move down low to get the 2 points. Ford quickly bringing it up. Double covered there. What are they going to do? They are able to break the press there and escape, although that's foot's on the line. A 2 off the window. No. Offensive rebound. Good by Princess Smith for the Falcons. Under a minute now to play here in the opening quarter. 13-10, the Utica Chieftains lead the Ford Falcons. It's Camille with it. Looking. Finds Sahoski. There's Camille, short, loose ball on the ground, taken by Smith. Smith up the other way. It's Sorgi. Alszewski, no, flying in on the offensive rebound, and it looks like there's going to be a foul called on Ford. This is going to be Chieftain ball. Coach Joseph not thrilled with the call there, and rightfully so. I'm not sure. Cianfera whistled on this. I guess she does grab the arm there, as you see, and the ref all over it, as they generally are, and that will result in Utica bringing it back up the other way, trying to break the press, get it over the timeline. They do. It's Sahaski. Controls. And that ball is going to go off Camille and go the other way for the Falcons. 13-10 is our score. 14.6 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. It's Schwartz trying to break the press here. She does well. Down low, tries to fit it through, tipped off a few Chieftains, and will go out of bounds. Ford will control with 7.2 seconds to go in the opening quarter, trailing 13-10 to the Utica Chieftains. Some substitution. Smith checks out for the Falcons. Sorgi will check back in. Schwartz looks to inbound. Finds Alszewski. Gets it outside. Turns it over. That was a blind pass. And it's Monet Knowles against the clock. She loses it, and it's not going to matter. The horn will blow at the end of the first quarter. The Utica Chieftains lead the Falcons 13-10 here at the end of the first quarter, as we're going to see that final rush again. A good defensive play by the Falcons, and that's how the quarter will end. 13-10, Chieftains lead the Falcons. We'll be right back on Shelby TV.
Little India offers a unique and family-oriented dining experience right in the heart of Shelby Township. Located off 23 Mile, Little India creates mouth-watering made-to-order dishes, as well as a delicious all-you-can-eat daily buffet. Check out their menu online at milittleindia.com. Like them on Facebook and give them a call. That's 586-932-6111. Little India, Shelby Township's only Indian restaurant.
And that's right, the Utica Chieftains have a lot to dance about here early on. End of the first quarter, 13-10 they lead. It's still very close. The crowd waiting as we see some dancers. They're grooving here at Utica. Ford, it was a battle of streaks in that opening quarter. Ford found themselves down 9 early and then chipped it back to within 3. Then Utica opened it back up, and Ford finds themselves trailing by just one possession here. As the clock reads 8 minutes, we're getting ready to fire up the second quarter. Ford will inbound to begin it. It's Nikki Sorgi on the far sideline. Gets it into Schwartz. Has trouble with it. Picks it back up. Over to Alszewski. Down low. Holton can't finish, and it's Knowles on the rebound. Chieftains bring it back the other way. It's Sahaski. Sahaski controls, looks, scans it. Camille picks it up, struggles with it, but regains. Over to Michael. Knowles down low. It's Camille. Doubled. Over to Michael. Up and in. Good. That's a long two-pointer by Lindsay Michael. 15-10 now. Utica up by 2 possessions, 5 points. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first half. The tough press by the Chieftains broken by the Falcons. It's Alszewski to Schwartz. Mid-range too good. And they're opening it up here early. 1 minute into the second quarter, 15-10 Chieftains lead. Utica slowing it down with Sahaski. Nice spin move around to Camille. Camille fires it off the mark. And it's a 3-on-1. Falcons have numbers. Slow it down. Schwartz. Down low, Alszewski. Off the glass and in. And we got a 1-point game.
Alszewski for 2 points.
Now Ford bringing the pressure. And it works. That ball's going to go out of bounds. Off of the Chieftains. And the Falcons now have a chance to take the lead with 6:23 to go in the second quarter. We take a look at the last bucket by the Falcons. It's Alszewski with some contact, finishing at the rim. Ford inbounds. It's Alszewski to Holton. Holton to Sorgi. Sorgi back to Alszewski just outside of the arc. Facing some pressure from the Chieftains. Sorgi carries it. Is that going to be a travel? It will. Took a couple steps, can't do that, although Ford has definitely been bringing the pressure here in the second quarter. 6:10 to go and counting. 15-14 our score in favor of the home team. Sahaski tries to break the press. Around the back, gets it over the timeline. Over to Camille. Camille down low. It's Hardigan. Back to Camille. Into the playmaker. Sahaski's hands. Back to Camille. Good ball movement here. Chewing up some clock. Grace Hardigan. Off the mark. And Ford will get it. Has to break the press. Alszewski does a good job. Gets it all the way up and all the way in. It's number 20. 33, Julia Cianfera. Sahaski running down. It's a push. It appears on the Falcons. As the long stretch pass, and Cianfera finishes with ease off the window and in. And now Ford has their first lead since the opening 2-0 lead.
Lindsay Michael, number 10, back in for Utica.
And we're going to see there Nikki Sorgi going to get some water after she picks up the foul there. And there was nearly a turnover. Whitehead's going to benefit from it, just off the back iron and no good. And a travel by the Falcons keeps the ball in possession of the Chieftains. They lucked out there as some sloppy ball handling won't hurt them there. They're going to just inbound harmlessly. It's going to be Camille for the Chieftains. Gets it out to Lavelle. Outside the arc, over to Camille. Long two. Off the mark. Gets the rebound. Resets it up, back up top to Grace Hardigan. Camille. Over to Michael, back to Camille. Long stretch pass. Hardigan's got it there. Challenged. Good ball movement. Lavelle tries to get around the defender. Slides it out to Hardigan. This could be a three. No, off the mark. Good offensive rebounding by the Chieftains as they control this one. Just chewing the clock now. 4:40 to go in the opening half, trailing by a point. Whitehead outside. Just look until they get an open gal to fire away. Michael controls for the Chieftains. No pressure. Lavelle. Camille was open for a second. Holds the ball. Over to Hardigan. She's got all day to fire away. Off the mark, no. Offensive rebound by Whitehead. They're going to say she was on the line, and that ball's going to go the other way. I thought there could have been an over-the-back call there. There was not. Let's see what the call. They're going to give the ball to the Chieftains here. He pointed at the line. Yeah, that had to, yeah, they're definitely called a foul there on Holton. Over the back as Whitehead was ripped down, and the Chieftains will now inbound the ball and work away at this possession that they've held for nearly a minute now, just moving the ball all over the place. Camille looks to inbound. That was Sahaski. Now Camille has it. Over to Michael up top. Just moving the ball, chipping away at that clock, trailing by a point here in the first half. 16-15, Falcon lead. Lavelle to Michael. The beauty of high school, no shot clock, so they can just work away until they get an open shot or a lane. Sahaski has it. Looks for a teammate, finds Michael up top. Down low, sloppy, gets it though, Lavelle. Back to Michael. No pressure here from the Falcons. They're just sitting back. They got the lead, they don't care. It's Sahaski. Nice spin move there, opens up this shot, good. What a move. Emily Sahaski, the junior guard. Looking like a fifth-year senior on that one. Now the pressure's on. A foul called on number 11, Brooke Camille. Not sure about that call. She doesn't know about that call. We'll take a look at that last spin move there by Sahaski to elude the defender and swirl that one in to regain the lead, 17-16. 3:28 to go in the opening half. Chieftains regain the lead. Ford to inbound. It's Schwartz. Pressured by Michael. Back up top, it's Cianfera for three. In and out. Offensive rebound, Holton back down to Verbeck, and it was knocked away, but the ball will stay in the Falcons' hands as it will be Schwartz the inbound for the Lady Falcons. Into Holton. Up top to Alszewski for the Falcons. Schwartz, nice pump fake off the glass, no. Rebounded by Michael. Holton says, give me that rock, we're going to get a jump ball.
Jump ball is the call, Chieftain ball.
Utica will regain, they do have the possession arrow. 17-16, 3:09 to go in the opening half. Utica leads at home over the Falcons. Top two teams in the MAC White going at it early on in this early January matchup here from Utica. Close to and over the back, doesn't matter. Good ball movement by the Chieftains. Downloaded Knowles, off the glass and in, 19-16. Inside, 3 to go in the opening half. Utica the lead. Alszewski up the far side. Double covered. Farah picks it up. Over to Verbeck. To Holton. Knowles on her. Alszewski had a minute, didn't shoot. Drives the lane up, and a foul called. It looks like that one might be on Sahoski. Will have to get a better look at it.
Number 21, Monet Knowles.
It was Knowles on the call. Yep, right across the forearms. Good job by Alszewski to drive the bucket, draw the foul. She'll take 2 from the charity stripe. And that's off the mark on the first. Clank City, she'll get a chance to go 50%. 2:33 to go. Opening half, 19-16. The lead for the home team, the Lady Chieftains. Off the iron it in. She goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. We're going to get a quick substitution here. That's why the whistle blew for the Falcons. It's going to be Princess Smith coming in for Isabel Holton. Utica inbounds, up by 2. 2:32 to go in the opening half. Pressure from the Falcons. Lavelle brings it over the timeline to Grace Hardigan. Hardigan into Lavelle. A lot of fire on that pass. Tried to put the spin on it, couldn't. Knowles wins it though to Lavelle. Ebling. Sahoski into triple coverage. Outside. Hardigan. Lavelle. Good ball movement. Initiating contact, the block is called on Ford. No, they're going to actually, the refs are disagreeing here. The initial call was a block on the Falcons. Far side official says nope, she traveled, so this ball will go to the Falcons. You be the judge. There's a couple steps before the contact. Ford was all over that one, knowing that that one was. This guy, however, saying that's a block. Doesn't matter, they got it right. Ford has numbers the other way. Alszewski outside. Open is Verbeck. Across the hardwood. Schwartz slows it down for the Falcons. 1-on-1 against Ebling. Up top, Verbeck across Farah. She's had a good little game thus far. And that one rattles in and out. Rebound to Ebling. Kaylee Ebling brings it up. She's just going to say, don't pressure me, I'll take it all the way. Down low, off the shin of Knowles, and that's going to go the other way. Alszewski, stretch pass. Schwartz couldn't get it to go. Good rebound by Farah. Couldn't finish that one. That's a grab, I think, on Alszewski. They're going to call that all day. Utica ball. Foul on number 3 there. Alszewski with the grab. And Utica will take it the other way, leading 19-17. 1:25 to go. You're going to see the missed layup there. And the rebound didn't go either. And then right here, she reaches in, grabs the arm, tosses her to the turf. Or hardwood, actually. I don't know. Turf. I don't know what sport I'm watching here. Throws it off the kid in the yellow. Looked like he was playing. Hit him right in the caboose. He said, chug a chug. I'm going to go right back and have a seat. Please never pass me the ball again. Look at that's just a walk of shame if I've ever seen it. Yeah, there's have a seat. Ford inbounds. Looking into Alszewski. That kid in the yellow taking some heat over there from the Ford staff. As Farah buries a 3 to take the lead. 20-19, and there's a steal by her as well. She's having a great game. What do we have here? It's going to go down. Ford will keep it, though. Looks like Lavelle on the foul. for the Utica Chieftains. Kaylee Ebling will check in for Michael. We're going to take a look at that. Great steal. Yeah, she definitely reached in there. Good call by the Stripes. Ford definitely playing rejuvenated. 1:05 to go in the half. Outside. Get it to the hot hand. It's Cian Farah. She's going to go up off target. Hardigan on the board.
Less minute to play here in the first half.
Now under a minute to go in the opening half. It's Ebling. Off the window. No. Knowles on the offensive rebound. Spins. Blocked. They're going to say it was contact. Princess Smith on the call. Utica's bench appears to be a little bit down. They trail by one. We're going to take a look at this. You be the judge here. Knowles goes up. Definitely contact. Knowles will take a couple from the stripe. First one, blank, no. Gets a chance to go 50. Trailing by one, 50.8 to go in the second quarter. Opening half of play, Utica Chieftains, Ford Falcons. She's going to go off the window. No, offensive rebound though by Ebling. Hardigan for three, off mark. Bodies flying everywhere. Cian Farah comes out with it. Across to Schwartz, off the window, good, and now a three-point lead for the Falcons. For Utica, slows it down, it's Zahoski. Soft press defensively for the Falcons. And it's going to work. It's Schwartz, picks it up, tosses it nicely over top. Cian Farah gets fouled by Zahoski. She'll head to the stripe. She's having a great first half. One of the reasons they lead by three. 22.8 to go in the opening half. Take a look. The contact gets Zahoski in the air. She says, I'm going to go up with it and head to the stripe.
Falcons to the line. Julia. Cian Farah. 2 shots.
Free throw shooting's been a struggle in this game. 1 for 4 collectively for both teams. That's 25% for you mathletes out there. Cian Farah buries the first, gives her team a 4-point lead. So we inch towards halftime. Brooke Camille checking in for Kaylee Ebling for the Utica Chieftains. Cian Farah set to take her second from the charity stripe. That's good. With ease, she is controlling this second quarter for the Falcons now, 22.9. Ford leads 24-19. Game of streaks as Lavelle carries, and Cian Farah is going to get a jump ball just by reaching in, grabbing that ball, and the possession arrow keeps it or takes it the other way for the Ford Falcons. 17.3 seconds to go in the opening half. Cian Farah over the top to Alszewski. She takes it across the timeline, 14 seconds and counting in the first half. Drives the lane outside, Cian Farah. Pump fake, no. 2-3 zone, could not be broken. Utica takes it the other way. It's Zahoski, 2 seconds, fires it up and one at the buzzer, nothing but air. And that's halftime, 24-19. The Ford Falcons lead the Utica Chieftains here. We'll be back for the second half action in just a minute. Stay tuned here on Shelby TV.
Little India offers a unique and family-oriented dining experience right in the heart of Shelby Township. Located off 23 Mile, Little India creates mouth-watering made-to-order dishes, as well as a delicious all-you-can-eat daily buffet. Check out their menu online at milittleindia.com. Like them on Facebook and give them a call. That's 586-932-6111. Little India, Shelby Township's only Indian restaurant.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first, I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Getting ready for the second half of action from Utica High School. The Utica Chieftains are taking on the Ford Falcons. Ford leading this one at halftime, 24-19. We're going to take a look at some highlights from the first half. It started off with the Utica Chieftains controlling the play, and then that quickly changed in the second quarter as the Falcons came storming back behind the leadership of Julia Cianfera. We're going to see these highlights of the Chieftains dominating in the first quarter. And it really was a tale of two quarters. We're seeing the highlights of the first. The second was all Ford. Getting ready to get going here as we see the beginning of the turnaround. Schwartz with the lay-in off the glass and in. We're getting ready to begin play here, though. 8 minutes on the clock for the second half. Utica set to inbound. On the far side, they do so. Lavelle takes it. Off the bottom of the backboard, but they control. Ebling up top. Sahaski has it there. Challenged by Schwartz. Jump across. No. Lavelle back. Sahaski, no. Rebound by Holt. Tears it, gets it back to Vervac. Cross to Schwartz. She has it. Pressure coming from the backside over to Cianfera. Vervac gives it back to her. She's got the three. Off target. And it's going to be in control by Knowles and the Chieftains. Sahaski brings it across the timeline. No pressure there, although guarded by Schwartz. Give and go. Lavelle has it. Into the lane. Shot. Rattles it in. 24-21. Utica gets the opening bucket of the second half. Just a minute has been played. 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Cianfera controls for the Falcons. Gets it over to Sorgi. Sorgi guarded by Camille. Vervac swings it across the far side to Cianfera. Sorgi. Cianfera, a three attempt. Good! She continues to carry this team on her shoulders. 27-21. Ford opening up now a 6-point lead as we are early in this second half. Chieftains control. Sahaski, jump step, shot off the mark. Knowles tips it. Sahaski, another crack at it, no good. Rebound by Vervac for the Falcons. Throws it up the court, Sorgi. Down low, Cianfera, there she is. Pressure on, doesn't matter. Off the rim, and in. 29-21, Falcon lead. Camille breaks the press, brings it across the timeline. Not much defense there in her way. Doesn't matter, it was blocked by Sorgi. Saves it, but to Sahaski. Off the glass and in. Sorgi with a nice save, but saved it to the wrong team. Results in 2 points for Sahaski and the Chieftains. Cianfera turns that one over. Sahaski now to Lavelle. Touch pass to Camille. Good move underneath. No, reached in by Cianfera, and she's going to take it herself the other way through 2 defenders. Slows it down. Camille all over. Uses the forearm shimmy to get some space. Schwartz slows it down, gets it up top to Nikki Sorgi. Ford controlling. Utica setting its defense. 29-23 the score. Vervac controls up top over to Cianfera. Holton calling for it. She gets it down low. Doesn't matter. It looks like it's going to be an offensive foul on Isabel Holton. And the Chieftains will control. Let's take another gander. That was at the last bucket by Cianfera. One of many for her. She has been all over the hardwood. Utica will now bring it up. The press, though, for the Falcons is a tough one. They like to build off their defense. Coach Joseph told me before the game, and it looks like that's going to be 10-second violation. So Utica could not get the ball across the hardwood, and that's going to result in the Falcons getting the ball. Waiting on a player to finish tying up her shoes. She checks back in. Now Ford will inbound. It's Schwartz. Has time to bring it back over the timeline. Calling a play. The head tap. Gets the screen. Goes the other way. Into the corner. It's Sorgi, a three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound is loose on the floor. That's out of bounds. It's got to be, right? Ref shaking his head, but what's his call? Jump ball. But Possession arrow in favor of the Falcons. Let's take another look. Ball is just all over the place. Doesn't matter who had possession. Both players appear to be out of bounds at some point. Not going to matter. Falcons will control, leading by 6. How did she get so wide open? A defender fell. Doesn't matter. Guess who? Julia Cianfera again on a long 2. 31-23 now. An 8-point lead. Press is on. Utica breaks it. Lavelle all the way to the rim. Took a few steps. Not called. Doesn't matter. Off the glass and in. Utica chipping away. Lindsay Lavelle on the bucket. Schwartz to Holton. Good. Both teams now looking offensively sound when called upon. 33-25. Ford stays at an 8-point lead. Lavelle over the timeline to Hardigan. To Camille. Deep 2, no. Knowles, good offensive rebound. She's fouled going up, and she'll head to the charity stripe. Looks like she took one to the dome.
Number 40, Emily picking up the third.
Gonna see she took about 7 steps. Not called, won't matter. That's gonna result in 2 points. And the ref's word, it's fine, whether you like it or not. Knowles will be at the stripe, though, nursing a little bit of an injured mouth. Could that be why she missed the opening bucket? We're not sure. 4:08 to go in the third quarter. 33-25 lead for the Falcons here in Utica. Holton being replaced by Princess Smith for the Falcons. High fives all around. Second one good for Knowles. Cuts the lead to 7. 4:08 to go. Good ball movement from the Falcons. Vervac underneath. She's fouled and will head to the stripe to shoot 2. Foul on Grace Hardigan. Let's take a gander here. Vervac going up. Reach from behind. Little contact on the shoulder. Enough to alter the shot. 4:04 to go in the third quarter. Vervac at the stripe. First one good, takes the lead, back to 8 points, 34-26 for the Falcons. Kaylee Ebling checking in for Hardigan for Utica. Second attempt at the line. Megan Vervac buries it, nothing but net. 9-point lead for the Falcons with just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Emily Sahoski bringing it up. To Lindsay Lavelle. Looks like she traveled. They got called that time. 3:54 to go. Ball going the other way for the Falcons. Cianfera inbounds. Sorgi back to Cianfera. Nice move into the corner. Vervac spinning around, eludes defenders. D switches. Now Sahoski on her. Sorgi across. Schwartz. Jumper from the stripe. Rattles around, no, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Smith. Ball going the other way. It will be Chieftain basketball. Ashley Alszewski checking in for the Falcons for Megan Vervac. High fives all around for time well spent out on the floor. Sahoski will inbound for the Chieftains. Looking, good pressure. Camille does get open. Now they have to face this full court press that Ford has featured, and it's stolen. Guess who? Cianfera down low. Sorgi off the glass and in. Nikki Sorgi from Julia Cianfera, and now an 11-point lead for the Falcons. Long 2, no good from Utica. Rebound by Smith, ball going the other way, it's Alszewski. Cianfera, Sorgi, in. Now it's reading an 11-point lead. I'm not sure, we're gonna have to check on that one, because it was 9, then they scored to make it 11, and I'm pretty sure that should be a 13-point lead, although we will see. Utica controls, however, it's Sahoski. The score reads 37-26, 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Lady Falcon lead. Camille avoids the pressure. Lavelle has all day for 2. Clank City, rebound by Smith and the Falcons. Cianfera charging 3 defenders on her. She drives right into it, knowing that she will be going to the stripe. Foul. They could have been on 3 different people. We'll see who the Stripes decided to be on. They are saying that's number 21. Monet Knowles.
Number 33, the line, shooting 2, Cianfera.
Julia Cianfera, first shot, good at the stripe. 12-point lead for the Falcons. Some substitutions now. Michael and Whitehead check in. Second, good, nothing but net. Cianfera is money. Michael has it, trying to elude the press. She does, gains the timeline. Nice floating pass over to Sahaski. She now eludes defenders, gets it back up to the arc. Gets it to Michael. Into the freshman Whitehead. Eludes defenders, goes down low, stuffed by Princess Smith, and the ball's going the other way. It's a 2-on-0. Schwartz, Sorgi, good. Opening this game up, 15-point lead, 41-26 Falcons, 1:50 to go in the third. Sloppy ball handling, that ball's gonna stay Utica ball, but good active D by Ashley Alszewski and the Falcons. We're gonna see it again. Good ball movement. Nikki Sorgi makes it. As she now checks out of the game, Megan Vervac will check back in for the Falcons.
Julia Candela, number 23 now.
Julia Candela checks in for the Chieftains, and Lindsay Michael will head to the bench. Kaylee Ebling has it. Chieftains to Dion, didn't look down low, had a lady open. Gets it up to Candela to Whitehead. Into the corner, gotta be careful there. It's Hardigan. Fires it right to Schwartz of the Falcons. Ball going the other way. 1-on-1. Makes the move. No. Smith comes flying in. And they continue. Move the ball. Vervac. Down low Smith. Off the glass and in with ease. And this game is a 17-point game in favor of the Falcons. Just over a minute left. Foul on Vervac. That one's easy to call as Grace Hardigan just received the ball in the inbound. They'll just do it again. Megan Vervac called with the foul. So Utica will try it again. Trailing by 17 in this one. 1:18 left to play in the third quarter. Battle for the top spot at this point of the season in the MAC White division. Both teams 2-0 in conference play. Utica 4-1, and we're seeing some sloppy ball handling by them, and the ball will be turned over. Ford 7-1 overall, 2-0 in divisional play, and will be inbounding as we have some substitutions from both teams. Camille coming in for Hardigan for the Chieftains. Sahaski now checking in for Ebling. Ford to inbound to Schwartz, to Smith, across Vervac. Cianfera, who's been their best player tonight. Alszewski, good ball movement. Cross-court pass to Vervac, up top, Cianfera. Heavy fake, 1 minute to go in the third. Ford controls the game and the ball. Off the glass and in. That is Carly Schwartz. Good move there on the inbound by Sahaski. Turns it over though, blind pass. Smith will turn it the other way to Alszewski for the Falcons. Up top, Vervac. Had time, patiently waits. 30 seconds and counting now in the third quarter. Cianfera up top. Now Vervac, they reset the offense. Stripped by Sahaski. It's going to stay Falcon ball. Cianfera goes to get it. Will inbound. Cianfera will now check out. 21, Caitlin Zedebel will check in. And she'll inbound. Gets it to Schwartz. 20 seconds to go in quarter number 3. 19-point lead, 45-26 for the Falcons. Schwartz has it. Controls the ball on Whitehead. 10 seconds to go. Good move. Into coverage. Turns it over. Ball loose on the floor. 4 seconds. We're going to get a jump ball with 4.0. Ball will go the other way to the Chieftains. A last-ditch effort here in this third quarter to try to chip away at a 19-point deficit. Sahaski inbounds. Gets it back. Gonna have to fire it. 1.5. Throws it up. It would count if it's good, and it won't. Off the front end. And that is how the third quarter will end. 45-26. The visitor Ford Falcons lead the Chieftains. We will be right back.
Little India offers a unique and family-oriented dining experience right in the heart of Shelby Township. Located off 23 Mile, Little India creates mouth-watering made-to-order dishes, as well as a delicious all-you-can-eat daily buffet. Check out their menu online at milittleindia.com. Like them on Facebook and give them a call. That's 586-932-6111. Little India, Shelby Township's only Indian restaurant.
Welcome back, getting ready for the fourth quarter here from Utica High School. The Utica Chieftains are hosting the Ford Falcons in this first of two of today's doubleheader action. Both teams are the same for the second game. However, we will switch gears to boys. Utica will host Ford, but right now it's the ladies who have the spotlight. 45-26 lead for the Falcons as we get set. Clock reads 8 minutes. This game in the last two quarters really has been all Falcons. First quarter was the Chieftains in control ever since Julia Cianfera has taken over this game for the Falcons, and they've gotten good ball movement all the way down low with Smith, moving it outside with Sorgi. They've really controlled the game though, but they need the leadership of the Chieftains to get back, and it starts with the point guard, Emily Sahaski. So we'll see if she can come up big here in this fourth quarter and lead an epic comeback. Ford will control though at the beginning of the fourth. It's Megan Vervac down low, turns it over, and that is Sahaski, aforementioned. Gets it over to Lavelle, long two, bucket good. That's what they needed. That's a deep two, it's 45-28. Press now on for the Chieftains. Alszewski to break it, stripped and going the other way. Good active hands by Brooke Camille. Knocks it off the leg of Alszewski and Utica. With some early momentum, just 30 seconds in to the fourth quarter, it's Sahaski to inbound. Gets it into Lavelle, she'll get it back now. Sahaski looking for some open area to work. Schwartz on her. Good pick there by Candela, 23 in white and orange. Fires it over to Lavelle, it controls up top. Back to Sahaski. Spin move, Lavelle, open for three, lets it go, good! Chipping away, 14-point lead for the Falcons. Good inbound there at Schwartz. Long pass, Vervac, they're just playing keep away, that looked pretty. Schwartz, and the ball's loose on the floor, still loose, out of bounds, they're gonna say it's going the other way. Utica ball, bodies flying everywhere. And Ford says we need our star player back in there. It's Cianfera checking in for Caitlin Zedebel. And Ford will take a timeout. Coach Matt Joseph does not want this game to get out of hand. He's going to take a timeout. His team up 45-31, 6:45 to go here in the final stanza from Utica High School. Coach McDonald has to like what he sees thus far in this fourth quarter. They needed some real desperation and really a miracle to happen. So far, so good, and it's been at the hands of number 3, Lindsay Lavelle. A long two, and then a long three, and now it's just a 14-point game, 6:45 to go. And the horn sounds, we're going to get ready to get back going.
So come on and see us this Friday night.
Utica will inbound under the basket. It'll be Sahaski. Better expect pressure here from the Falcons. They will, although it's just soft like it was earlier in the game. Sahaski fires it into Camille. Sahaski gets it back. They'll set up a play. Julia Candela controls. Pressure on. Gets it to Lavelle. She's been hot this quarter. Sahaski with pressure on is Schwartz on B. Brooke Camille eludes defenders. Julia Candela fires to Lavelle. Just now pass too hot to handle. And it's going the other way for Ford. Nikki Sorgi will check in. Kaylin Ebling will also check in. Candela and Vervac go the opposite way. High fives all around from both teams. Little coaching from McDonald as well. You can always expect that as a veteran head coach there for Utica. Schwartz brings it in. Too quick, all the way off the glass and in. And it's now 47-31 Ford. 6 minutes to go. Lavelle with the spin move. Got to get it over here. It's got to be close to 10 seconds. They do. It's Sahaski. Fires to Camille. Corner. Eludes pressure. Hit hard by Cianfera. She knows it. And Utica will inbound. Hard foul there on Cianfera. The foul committed to Brooke Camille. We're going to see it again, just coming in hot. Lavelle has it down low. Monet Knowles working on Smith. Spinning. Open is Sahaski. Short range bucket off the back iron and in. Chipping away, keeping it respectable. Full court press for Utica. Cianfera will elude pressure. Goes all the way, sets it back. They'll slow it down, and Schwartz. She waits. Princess Smith has it outside. Knowles on her. Throws it back the other way. That's going to be out of bounds. Coach McDonald says, give me that ball. And then he says, I don't want it anymore. Sets it down. Sahaski will inbound for Utica. 47-33, 5:15 to go in the final frame. Questionable inbound pass will not be controlled by anyone, and the loose ball will be picked up by Sahaski and the Chieftains. It's Ebling. Looking for a teammate, finds Sahaski. She'll set up the play. Looking, scans the court. Wow. Way to handle that by Knowles. Gets it back out, now Ebling. Sets, fires for three, has all day, short, air bud. And out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Falcons as we have some substitutions. Smith will give high fives all around as she checks out, as does Schwartz. Cianfera will inbound for the Falcons, leading by 14. Cianfera fires outside. Gets it to Sorgi. Over to Alszewski. Had all day, waits, drives the lane, loses it, gets her own rebound off the glass and in. Making this a 16-point lead for the Falcons. Inbound by Sahaski now. Ebling controls now for the Chieftains. Pressure on. Half-court press, man-to-man. Stolen by Verbeck. She's going to go all the way. Takes her time to lay it up and in with ease. And now it's an 18-point lead for the Falcons. Let's take a look at that again. She just reads it, never took her eyes off the prize, and goes down with ease off the glass and in. Camille over to Sahaski. Sahaski back to Camille. She's got all day to fire for three, and good. 53-36 appears to be the score. Timeout called by Coach McDonald and Utica. 53-36 score for the Falcons. We'll take a look at that three again by Brooke Camille. She had all day to set and fire and bury. Coach McDonald says we're not out of this game. 17 points seems to be a lot, but when you're firing as well as they are from outside, 350 is ample amount of time for anyone to come back. This is basketball, and we know all you have to do is turn on the last 2 minutes of any game, and it could last 40 minutes with timeouts, threes, fouls, travels, and everything else. The crowd is just absolutely antsy as we see the head bobs from Coach Bettis over there on Ford. There's some fans who are excited with some popcorn, maybe some dancing, texting their friends. Firing some popcorn. LOL, smiley face coming out over there. Parents looking on as well. Happy they're probably not out on the hardwood. This game is a little bit one-sided, but hold the phone, folks. Studying the roster. Hey, who's that over there? I might hit her up, he says. Oh, busted. They're on to you. Take a look over there. Coach McDonald looks on, says we're not out of this. Utica will now get on the floor, although it will be Ford ball with 3:50 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Sorgi to inbound. Looks, finally sees Alszewski. She gets it. Full court press for Utica. Stolen by Lavelle. Just what Coach McDonald wanted out of the timeout. Never want to waste timeouts. There it proves he did not. Sahaski controls. Shoots. Off the window. No, off target. Cianfera will control with the tip from Vervac. Gets it up. Holton. Foul. She will not head to the stripe. They're going to say it's black ball out of bounds, which is forward. Number 11, Brooke Camille, is called on the foul. Carly Schwartz checks in. Alszewski checks out for the Falcons, and she will inbound. 3:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Inbound Vervac. Schwartz thought about shooting, instead passes down low to Holton. Good matchup down low for her over the defender, Candela, and in. 19-point lead. Lavelle. Over Candela. Long off target. You know it, it's Cianfera on the board. Controls all the way. Touch pass instead of shooting. They pass to kill the clock. Smart play. This is a well-coached Ford team. Sorgi has it. Waits for defenders. Not much pressure on. It is Sahaski, though. Schwartz to Vervac. Sets it up. Good ball movement here from the Falcons. Cianfera fakes, looks. Good ball handling there, and then dumps it off. 2:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Cianfera eludes the defender. Dribbles through open territory, fires it back up top, and they do the old ball rotation. Sorgi controls up top, and now Schwartz. Just eating away this clock. Now had it for 40 seconds before they turn it over to Monet Knowles. Chieftains going the other way. It's Brooke Camille over the timeline. Sahaski has it. Looks. Calls a play, asking for the pick. She will not get it. Candela slipped just a bit, now picks up her dribble. She needed to look. She got the pass away. Sahaski to the top of the key. Fires a jumper. Good. 1:45 to go. 55-38. Are we going to get another timeout? What do we got? It is. Coach McDonald says, hey, 17 points again. We do. Timeout. So that will give us time to take a look at this.
30.
Pull up jumper from the
30-second timeout.
the old elbow. And she's money from there. It's Emily Sahaski, the junior guard. Played on this team last year. Had a real good season. This is, though, a younger team that Coach McDonald has. A lot of sophomores and even a freshman, but there is the senior leadership. Candela, Stafford, Hardigan, and Pollock. Can't forget about Brooke Camille as well. Coach Joseph, too, has a lot of seniors, all seniors and juniors on his team, and that is why they are having a good year, 7-1, and just absolutely putting up eye-popping numbers on the offensive side of the ball, as we've seen tonight, led by Julia Cianfera, senior. And it'll be the other senior to inbound, Carly Schwartz. She will. Gets it to Alszewski for the Falcons. They'll slow it down and get it to Cianfera. .130 to go. Down low to Holton. Off the window and in. 57-38, another timeout on the floor. I think this one was called by Coach Joseph and the Falcons. He wants to get his players who don't see the court much into this game, because this game appears to be out of reach. He's going to get everyone some experience, as a good coach would. 1:24 to go, 57-38 Falcon lead over the Chieftains here at Utica High School in the first of a doubleheader here on Shelby TV. The women play, and then the same two teams, men's squads, will go at it in just a matter of moments following this one. You're going to want to stay with us. Utica will inbound. 1:24 to play in the final frame. It's number 20, Maria McCollum, to inbound. Both teams now getting some of their players who haven't seen the court today in. Emily Lorkowski turns it over the other way into the hands of Heather Luttenberger. To Rizzo. Stolen. Lorkowski takes it. She's going to try to go all the way and is fouled. She'll head to the stripe. Foul is on Carly Rizzo of the Falcons, and that will result in Emily Lorkowski headed to the stripe, the junior guard. 1:04 to go. As she planks it short on the first, she'll get another opportunity at it. Second one also short, controlled by the Falcons. It's 14.
Last minute to play here in the fourth quarter.
Heather Luttenberger to give it to Carly Rizzo. She'll control now, just under a minute to go in the final frame. Forward by 19. Stolen by Candela, but she touched the line trying to save it. And the ball will stay with the Falcons.
Number 32.
32, Val Stafford will check in. 4:33, Taylor Nichols of the Chieftains. Inbound Rizzo, controls. Gives to 42, Isabel Holt. Ball will stay with Ford. 27.2 to go, a 19-point lead for the Ford Falcons. Carly Rizzo controls there. To Zadeva, down. Shot off line. Taken the other way. It's Lorkowski. Down into number 4, Gabby Pollock buries it. 3 seconds to go. Ford will let it run out. No, they'll shoot short. And this game is over. Final score from Utica. The Ford Falcons 57, the home Utica Chieftains 40. A well-fought game from both sides, a battle of streaks, but in the end it was Utica's speed and active defense that was too much for the Utica Chieftains to handle. And that will do it for all of us here at Utica High School, camera personnel, everyone back behind the scenes, and myself, Nick Buckler. Until we meet again. Final score, 57-40, Ford over Utica. Thanks for watching another Shelby TV production.